Hey guys, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today we have a ship with me video. I have, I believe, 54 items to ship out today, and so I am going to split this into two parts. This first part, I have, I think it was 27 items here to ship out. I have them all lined up. I have all my labels printed with the information on the back. I handwrite the information on the back. Some of you asked me about that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So our first sale is this Free People sweater. It's a mock neck, super oversized. This is a size small sweater. I was very excited when I found this at the bins, mainly because it's over 80% alpaca. I think it's like 89% alpaca, which is definitely a very high quality fabric, more high-end and pricey than just like a regular wool or like cotton or anything like that. I would say it's more on par with cashmere. I have actually sold this sweater in the past. It's called the She's All That sweater. Last time I sold it, it was in maroon and it sold for $50. This time I listed it for $50, mainly because the last time that I sold it, it was like the dead of winter, and I found this sweater just a few weeks ago, and we are in springtime, moving towards summer, so I listed it at $50. I would say within about a week of being listed, I received an offer of $42, which I accepted. I was very happy about that. That made my earnings $33.60 and my net profit $31.60. I always love finding more substantial items from Free People, whether it's really nice oversized sweaters like this or maxi dresses, boots, leather purses. They still sell very well for me, even though some of the Free People basics have definitely kind of cooled off a little bit. Next up, we have a Rebecca Taylor silk blouse. This was another exciting find and sale. It's 100% silk, so it's very lightweight. It probably cost me like $1 at the bins. It has this really pretty feminine kind of vine print with florals throughout. This is the newer tag from Rebecca Taylor, which for sure sells better than the older tag. I listed this top at $75. I think the retail on it was around $200 to $250-ish off the top of my head. So I listed at $75, and again, within about a week, I got an offer for $55, which again, I was ecstatic about. I accepted. That made my earnings $44 and my net profit $43. So I think next time when I find Rebecca Taylor, the newer tag, I will be just that much more excited to find it. I do have a newer tag Rebecca Taylor top that has been sitting. I need to relist it because I listed that in the winter time, and when you list spring summer items in the winter time and they kind of sit for you, you do want to relist them once the appropriate season comes back around so that you can get some fresh eyes on them. Okay, next up we have another Free People piece. Super cute little eyelet detail mini dress. This is from their Free People 1 line, which I do like to find. I would say a lot of the subsets to Free People, like this Free People 1 or Free People Movement, sell a little bit better for me than just the regular main line. It depends on the piece, but I would say generally that's true. This Free People 1 line has a lot of kind of gauzy materials, a lot of fraying, and kind of lightweight, very boho, like ethereal almost layers and prints and textures and whatnot. So this dress I listed at $50, and within, I would say 2 or 3 weeks, I got an offer for $35, which I accepted. That made my earnings $28 and my net profit $26. Moving on, we have a 3-piece bundle here. Actually, that's out of order. I'm missing a label. Why am I missing a label? Well, I'm missing a label, which is very odd. Okay, well, I'll just skip these and go back to them after. Well, let me double check that this is the label that's next. That's so odd. I wonder why. Oh. Somehow this order was already accepted by the buyer, so that's why the label didn't print out. Okay, mystery solved. That's fine, I'll print it after. Okay. So next up we have a 3-piece bundle. First item is a pair of jeans by Hudson. I rarely buy this brand. However, these look like they had never been worn before, and boot cut or slightly flare jeans have come back in style, so I wasn't going to leave these behind. They retailed for probably $200 to $250. Hudson is a very expensive jean brand, and I think it does have a following. Some people know their jeans and really like them. Second, I'll wrap the 2 tops together. I think the most popular style from the Hudson jean brand is the jeans that have the flap pockets in back. They have like a flap over and then a button closure. These don't have that. They kind of have like an outline of it, which is funny. But I still got them just because, like I said, they looked unworn and they were at the bins. Next item is this blouse. It's 100% linen, and it has this really cool kind of geometric, abstract, artsy print to it. I picked this up over a year ago, and I actually had it in my personal closet for a while. I think I wore it once or twice, and then I went ahead and listed it. I was just really attracted to the print. It's 100% linen. I knew I could add keywords like lag and look, artsy, art to wear, abstract print. Third and last item in the bundle is this Lucky brand boho printed wrap blouse. I think it's a true wrap top. I did model this mainly because it's a little bit more of a just kind of basic blouse from Lucky brand. So I did want to try to support the listing, I guess you'd say, with a model photo just to show how it fits, how cute it is on, etc. So the bundle price for the 3 of these items, the Hudson jeans, Lucky top, and linen printed top, came out to $102. That does include my automatic 15% off bundle discount that I have in my closet. So $102, and the buyer offered me $76. I was happy with that. I have, like I said, had the linen top for a while. I've had the Hudson jeans for a couple months now, as well as the Lucky top. So I was happy to move everything out. My earnings on this came out to $60.80. I paid $2 a piece for everything, so $6 in total, making my net profit $54.80. I do like to get the Lucky brand tops if they have a very nice kind of boho feminine print to them. I would say plus size in Lucky brand does the best for sure, but other sizes do well also. this made me happy. So I was at the bins one day and I was sourcing, obviously, and I just came across this Gap 1969 light wash chambray boxy blouse top, and I thought to myself, you know, this is really cute. It's a great kind of closet staple for someone in the spring summertime. It's not super substantial, but I wanted to see it get rehomed. I didn't want it to go out to a landfill, and I was hoping that it wouldn't sit for a long time because it is, you know, kind of on the plain side. So I listed it, and within a couple days of being listed, it sold for full price of $25. So I was so happy about that. That encourages me to kind of follow my gut, I guess you'd say, with what is wearable and, you know, what people are wanting to buy for spring, summer. I think closet essentials and wardrobe staples are just as in demand as the more fun, interesting stuff, for sure. So yeah, sold full price, $25. My earnings were $20, and my net profit was $19 on this top. I've noticed that chambray or denim style button downs or blouses from Gap specifically sell really well. I sold a star print button down top from Gap. I think it was a size large, and it sold really well also a few months ago. I think it was also a full price sale within like a couple days of being listed. Okay, next up we have this super cute leopard poncho. I will insert a picture of it on the mannequin because it looks cuter there. It's just a shapeless poncho, but it does have armholes, so I guess it's more of like a cardigan or wrap kind of Ruana type item. I listed this at $28. Anything that I see that's similar to this at the bins, I always just kind of throw it in my cart and get it, and then I just throw it on my mannequin. It's a very low frills, no fuss kind of item to buy and take pictures of and list, and they always sell so well for me. People seem to really like layering items. So I listed this for $28, and within, again, a couple days, I got an offer of $23. I did accept. That made my earnings $18.40, and my net profit $17.40. So super cute, very boho. If this had been a plain black, I might have liked it. But the leopard print for sure. All right, next up we have Matilda Jane. Adorable boho mixed floral print dress with a little ruffle trim. It has elastic, or does it, at the wrist? No elastic, but it is like a, I don't know what you would say, like an enhanced wrist kind of thing. This is a size large. Matilda Jane is for sure a brand that I am excited to find. Not because I know that it will sell for a lot, but because I know that it will sell quickly and for a decent return for sure. So I listed this at $40. And someone liked it, so I sent them out a $36 offer with discount ship, and to that they countered at $26, which I accepted. That made my earnings $20.80, and my net profit $18.80. Some of the Matilda Jane stuff is made to match your child, so they make like matching mom and daughter dresses, which are super cute. So sometimes, you know, a mom will have a dress in their size and they want one for their kid, or vice versa, and they'll turn to the secondhand market to search that out. So that's why it's important to find the style names of Matilda Jane items and have them in your listing. because a lot of people look for specific items. Okay, next, this was kind of an experimental piece for me. It was something else I just threw in my cart at the bins. It's Janie and Jack, which is a relatively expensive children's wear brand. This coat was probably, I'd say 60 or 70 retail, if I had to guess. And it's really well made. It's adorable. It has these super cute buttons on the front. It's like a double-breasted pea coat. And I mainly got it because it looked unworn. It looks like someone bought it for their daughter and she was just not about it, so they ended up donating it. So I listed this at $35, and same day of being listed, I got an offer for $31, which I accepted. That made my earnings $24.80 and my net profit $23.80. So for sure happy with that. I think I am going to do a little bit more research into children's brands that are worth picking up. You have to have enough room there with the retail price to, you know, make it worth your while to pick up on the secondhand market. I think Janie and Jack, Matilda Jane, I didn't add, I forgot to add the label. It's kind of important for shipping something. But yeah, there's tea collection, Bowden kids. I've sold a couple Bowden girls dresses and they sell really well. Did I say Hannah Anderson? So yeah, I want to try to make a list of other brands, other kids brands that I should be keeping an eye out for. If you want to leave me a comment down below, let me know of your favorite kids brands to sell. I would for sure be appreciative of that. Okay, next we have a 2-item bundle, and these are both kind of like that leopard piece. They're like poncho wrap style cardigans. This one's really fun. It is just open on the side, so it's a true poncho. Has a fringe trim. I don't typically care about the brand on these. This is Kiara, which I have never heard of, but it looked really well constructed, nicely made. It was a size large, extra large. It actually has a button closure in front, which is nice. You have that kind of coverage if you want it. And it's, you know, boho. It hits all the check marks for my poncho requirements, I guess you'd say. And then second and last is Lane Bryant, which I was excited to find this because, you know, it is Lane Bryant, which is a popular, reputable brand. And also it is a newer piece. It's the newer tag from Lane Bryant. I know it has a tag. Is this? Oh, here it is. So Lane Bryant does print their dates, and this is from May of 2021. So super cute. I love the loud stripes to it. Fringe trim yet again. These are fantastic for spring and summer. Well, I guess spring, because, you know, you have a little bit of warmth there, but you also have the open arms. And or they're good for summer also, actually, if you're like going out to dinner or to a restaurant where it's can be chilly, but you know, an actual jacket might be too much. And of course, they're also good in the fall time. They're good for any season, I guess you'd say. You can do a lot with them. You could wear like a cute black wool hat and some black skinny jeans and booties, or even black shorts with a tank top and this over, and then booties. My outfits usually consist of a very plain base, like skinny jeans and a white tank or a black tank, and then I usually add something like this over top, like a cute poncho or a shacket. That's kind of my style. Did I say? Okay, so for these two ponchos, the bundle price came out to $56 and the buyer offered me $45. Super fair. I accepted. My earnings were $36. I paid $2 a piece, so $4 for both, and my net profit was $32 on those ponchos. Next up, we have an LL Bean top. I don't always get LL Bean, but this was a size large. It's 100% linen. It's a classic navy plaid, little cute waist tie at the bottom hem. So it had some fun details. The seasonality is right on point. People love their linen, and it's in excellent condition. It looks virtually unworn. I once again got this at the bins. Very lightweight. I listed it at $32. This was also a newer piece, which was great. Let's see, I haven't changed the tape out with my new dispenser yet. You guys were asking me about it. I did. Actually, I don't think I have it. I will put it in the links, in my Amazon links of the description of this video. I really like it. Having both tapes, the Scotch tape and the packing tape. Do I have it? Okay, there we go. So yeah, LL Bean. I listed for $32, and I think it got quite a few likes upon listing, and so I sent out a $28 offer with discount ship, which someone did counter to $24, which I accepted. I've said it a million times, but with items that I get from the bins, I always aim for a net profit of right around $20. So my earnings on this were $19.20 and my net profit was around $18.20. So I'm happy with that. It's super cute. I hope the buyer loves it for this upcoming warm weather. Well, it's already here in Houston. I've already been to the pool a couple times this year. Okay, 4 item bundle. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to use my box number 7. And our first piece is this blue and gray striped draped front, kind of waterfall style. Maybe not waterfall, but it is a draped front with these large lapels. This was a size extra large, and it is an alpaca blend. So I was really happy to find this at my local outlet for $2. Next up, we have a pair of shorts, jean shorts. These are J. Crew Broken In Boyfriend shorts in a size 32. They have some distressing. Boyfriend style shorts are for sure a good seller, especially with well-known brands like J. Crew, Gap, Zara. Speaking of Zara, this is a green linen, 100% linen, oversized shirt. It's like a tunic kind of thing. This is the newer tag from Zara, which I love to find. I love this color. You could do a lot with this as well. You could wear it as like a shacket or overshirt type thing, or button it up as a tunic. You could tuck one side into the jean shorts. Very cute. Also as a cover up. Lastly, for this bundle is this Denim and Supply by Ralph Lauren floral printed romper in a size extra large. I was happy to find this. I don't think I've ever found extra large in this brand before, and I do like to have every size in my closet, So really happy about this. This brand was actually, or this line, I should say, from Ralph Lauren Denim and Supply. It was actually discontinued. And I think a lot of people really liked it. And so, you know, if they want to buy more items, they have to turn to the secondhand market. And so I do, you know, take that into consideration when I'm outsourcing and when I'm listing my listing price. Honestly, having the packing tape on the dispenser like this is such a time saver because, you know, when I was using these smaller packing tape dispensers, that's extra time, you know, every time you have to pick it up, fiddle with the dispenser, and when you're doing something so many times over and over again, a repetitive task, that time adds up. So very excited to save some time there. Okay, so the bundle price for those 4 items, including my 15% off discount, was $113, and the buyer offered me $96. I did accept, so my earnings were $76.80. I paid $7 for all 4 items, and so my net profit was right around $70. Super cute piece here. This is like a little boutique stretch jersey romper, so it's super soft and stretchy. Tie-dye print. It's like a shapeless, wide cropped leg. I thought this was adorable. It has pockets. I'll include a tag picture on the screen of this tag. So this is a very sellable item for a lot of reasons. It's like a loungewear. It's like a updated basics kind of thing. Loungewear, comfy, casual. I find that anything that you can lounge around your house in and then throw like sneakers or sandals on to run errands or do like an outdoor activity, that kind of stuff sells so well for me, especially when you add in extra characteristics like a tie-dye print or a very soft, stretchy material. So I listed this at $35, and within a couple days I got an offer of $25, which I did counter to $28, and that was accepted. And so my net profit was $20 on that jumpsuit. Next up we have Eileen Fisher. Really pretty plum colored, like gauzy cotton button down shirt dress in a size small. This is so pretty. Definitely a very minimalist, contemporary style piece, which I would say from Eileen Fisher is definitely what you're looking for. This is organic cotton, which that's for sure something you want front and center in your listing or your title, because with brands like Eileen Fisher that are sustainable, you do want to draw attention to organic materials that the items are made of. So I listed this at $45. Someone liked it, and so I sent out a $40 offer with discount ship. That was accepted, making my earnings $29.32, and my net profit $27.32. Okay, moving on, we have Maeve by Anthropologie, yellow, very vibrant tank with this flyaway back. And I purchased this from a regular Goodwill, I would say maybe like a year to a year and a half ago. And I remember it was one of the last things I found at my trip, and I had a feeling that it would sit just because tank tops specifically are not usually my quickest sales. and it did sit, but honestly that's fine. Would I pick this up again at a regularly priced Goodwill? Probably not, just because I don't think there's room enough there for a profit. I think it's an adorable top and I'm happy to rehome it, but you know, it did probably take me 10-15 minutes altogether to steam and photo. And yeah, my net profit on this ended up being $2. So I think it's just it's like a time allocation thing. What is that term? Opportunity cost. It's an opportunity cost, the time that I allocated to this tank that I could have allocated to something that would have net me a higher profit for around, you know, what I aim for, $20. So I listed this tank at $15, and I sent out a $13 offer with discount ship. That was accepted. My earnings were $7.37. Like I said, I got it at regular Goodwill, so I paid about $5 for it, and so my net profit was $2. That's just kind of a live and learn item. You just, you know, recoup your cost, move on, learn from it, etc. Next up, we have a tried and true seller for me. This is a band tee. I pretty much pick up any band tee, especially if it's a well-known band like this, Kiss, obviously. This also had some fun details like intentional distressing around the collar. It's a little bit oversized. I think this is just like a boutique kind of brand, vintage canvas. I did look it up. It looks like it retailed for around $55. So I did list at $28. It actually sold for full price, which was awesome. My earnings were $22.40, and so my net profit was right at $20 on this top, which is ideal for sure. Even if it's not a well-known band, if it's like more obscure or underground, I would pick it up also. It might sit for a little bit, but I feel like that's the kind of thing that has the potential to sell for higher or even full price because someone is probably specifically searching it out. Next up, we have yet another kind of boutique piece. This is Layless collection. I mainly got this because of the fabric and cut. It's that slub, gauzy, brushed cotton with a baby doll tiered bodice or cut, I guess you'd say. And then it has really pretty mother of pearl buttons at the chest. So there were a lot of really pretty kind of feminine details to this. I had to get it for $2. I listed this at $28, and within, let's say, 2 days of being listed, I got an offer of $23, which I accepted, and so my net profit was $16.40 on this dress. Add our thank you sticker. I do have all of my shipping supplies linked down below. I order all of my envelopes. This is the Priority Mail Tyvek envelope. I order this as well as all of my boxes free from USPS.com. And like I said, I do have all of the specific boxes and envelopes that I order in the description of this video. Next up, we have a Theory piece. This is the older tag Theory, which I am picky about. However, I thought this was such a nice piece and the seasonality was great. It's like a seersucker striped windbreaker jacket. It's vented in back. It has a hood. The hood is really cool. It has some like elastic going on. And then the interior has a full mesh lining. It also looked brand new. So I'm sure this had a retail price of $200 to $300. Theory is so expensive. So with this being such a substantial piece, I did go ahead and get it from the bins. It's pretty lightweight. And I listed this at $40. Within, I would say, 3 days of being listed, I got a $30 offer, which I accepted. That made my earnings $24 and my net profit $22. This would be super cute with some white pants down at the beach. Okay, moving on. We have a Gap dress. Like I was mentioning earlier, chambray stuff from denim kind of brands like Gap. What are some other denim brands? I'm drawing a blank right now, but just anything, any brand that produces a lot of denim and then you find chambray pieces, they typically sell pretty well for me as long as I can find them for, I would say, $3 and under. So I got this because it's a size large. It's a midi length. It's a true wrap dress, and it has this fun kind of asymmetric off-center button detail. So there's a lot happening with this dress. And I mean, Gap is pretty expensive. This dress was at least, I would guess, 40 to 55-ish new. So there's definitely room there to still make a decent profit on the secondhand market. I listed it at $30, and within a couple days I got an offer of $25. I accepted, and so my net profit was $18 on this dress. This would be so cute with just some brown sandals and like a brown little bag, crossbody bag, maybe like a sun hat. Chambray is for sure one of my hottest sellers in summertime. It's just really lightweight and breathable. It drapes really nicely. Alrighty, moving on. This was another piece that I just kind of threw in my cart at the bins. It is an Express top. I don't typically buy Express, but this just had so many fun details going on. It's, again, it's a true wrap top. It has an all over Glen plaid. Those are keywords. Glen, Glenn, plaid. Like a puff sleeve. And you can tie it a couple different ways. You could wrap the ties around and then tie it in the front. You could tie it in the back. The back also has a crossover kind of design. Or you could wear the crossover in front. So there really are several ways you could wear it. This was also a full price sale at $28. And so my net profit was $20 exactly. So we love that. I am not afraid to get mall brands by any means, especially from the bins when they're lightweight and they have a ton going for them. A lot of people know Express. They love it. They know their size. And they're just looking for cute, trendy clothing. It's not so much about, you know, oh, is it the latest designer or anything like that. Okay, moving on, we have this Free People top, super cute. Forget the name of this, it's something about dawn. It has cinched sleeves and then it snaps down in front. I love the boho look to this. I listed this at $38. It's definitely more of a, I feel like I say substantial like every 5 minutes, but I don't know. I need to get my thesaurus out and look up some words similar to substantial. It's just a really nice top from Free People. You know, I shy away from tanks and stuff. I do still pick them up because they sell consistently for me, but this kind of stuff that has a lot going for it for sure sells faster and for a higher profit. So I listed this at $38. I sent out a $34 offer with discount ship. That was accepted, making my earnings $24.52, and my net profit was $22.52 on this top. Next up, we have a 3-item bundle. First is Cali 1850 is the brand. I mainly got this because it's a jumpsuit cut with the wide cropped legs, which has been very popular. And also it's a linen blend. So if this had been the same cut in 100% polyester, I would have left it, but the linen material for sure made me want to get it. I hadn't heard of the brand. I think it's just kind of like mid-tier boutique. Next is this Lulu's tie-dye printed romper, super cute. It does have the waist tie still attached. The shorts are like a high rise. It also has a snap at the chest. It's like a crossover chest with a snap, which I always think is very thoughtful. If you want a little bit more coverage, I'll go ahead and add the last item. This is Free People, Intimately Free People teal tank with a shark bite hem, and it's like a lace insert. Really cute. Someone from, I think it was Vampire Diaries, wore this tank top in the maroon color, and so I did add that into the listing. That sometimes can help it sell faster. A lot of people search out certain shows and they want to buy the same outfits that their favorite character wore on the show. So I do try to include that when I can. It's not a huge deal if you don't include it, but sometimes you never know, it can help to increase the traffic on a particular item. So for these 3 pieces, the bundle price, including my 15% off discount, came out to $81.60, and I sent the buyer a $65 offer with discount ship. That was accepted. So my earnings were $50.28, and my net profit was $44.28. I think she initially reached out to me and asked if I would take $50 for all 3, and I just, politely let her know that all 3 items were newly listed, and so I wasn't able to go quite that low yet. But I told her I think what my lowest was, and she said that worked. So I think as long as you're always like courteous and kind to people, they typically understand, if you have a lowest price. This is, a business after all. We all have different costs and overhead. I guess that's wind out there. Okay, next up we have this. This is actually our last couple items before I will run down to the post office and drop these off. Next up we have this J. Crew scarf. This was another item that I just kind of tossed into my bag at the bins. Anything that feels like a wool blend, like accessory, scarf, poncho kind of thing, and it's from a reputable brand. This is J. Crew. I will typically get as long as it's in pretty good condition. I liked the neutral colors to this. It's almost like an abstract Fair Isle kind of look. I saw one listing saying that this was reversible. I don't know if I would quite agree with that. Maybe. It's like a blurry stripe on the back side. Now I have to refold this. So yeah, any scarves like this that are larger, I will put on my mannequin just so that I can show how they can be worn several ways, like a regular scarf and then as a wrap sometimes, or Sometimes scarves can even be worn as like a poncho. And I always try to show the different ways on my mannequin, just to, give the buyer a better idea of how they can style it, how they can wear it. Grab some more envelopes. I need to order some more of these before I run out. Okay, so for this scarf, I listed it at $28. Someone liked it, and so I sent them out a $25 offer with discount ship. That was accepted, and so my earnings were $17.32. I probably paid about $1 for it, and so my net profit came out to right around $16.32. And our last item for this part 1 to the shipping video is this J. Jill poncho. It's from their Indigo line, Indigo by Pure Jill, by J. Jill. It's a size medium large, 100% cotton. This is really pretty. It has like a kangaroo pocket in front. It kind of looks like a dark wash chambray. And I feel like you could do a lot with this. You could use this as like an athleisure style piece. Wear it to and from the gym with some leggings and a long white tank. Or, you could just wear it out for spring, summertime. So I listed this at $35, and after like a day of being listed, I got a $15 offer. I did counter to $28, and then they countered back to $18, and it looks like I accepted that. I'm kind of surprised I didn't counter to $25, because I feel like this should have sold for around $25-ish, but that's okay. I took the $18, my earnings were $14.40. And my net profit was $12.40. I don't ever really get too upset about selling something for lower than I think it should have gone. As long as it sells quickly, I can move on, reinvest that. And, some sales do really well. Some don't. It all kind of evens out in the end, in my opinion. So I don't really get too hung up on anything. I just try to keep moving, keep flipping items, and not worry about it. Okay, so that's it for our first part of this shipping video. I'm going to go run these down, and then I will be back with part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.